seems like everybody's healthy. I like the pick. I like Knecht, and I like Lil Bronny. I feel like we got some young goons, and then LeBron and them gonna do what they gotta do. I just think we're a center away. We may need to go get that one piece.
You want to get the one piece because you don't want Anthony Davis playing
exactly.
the five. By the way, Anthony Davis, love him, but don't be jumping up and chest bumping, the shoulder bump. He might get hurt. We need him healthy. We don't need anything happening to Anthony Davis, all right? That's number one. Number two, I love this cat Westside Connect. That's what we're going to call it. Here's the deal. I watched him during the NCAA tournament. He put on, he was doing this thing for Tennessee. And coming into the draft, I was like, J.J. Redick is the new coach. You got to get that brother right there. What you saw last night, he was calling, but get him the ball. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm looking at it, and what I monitor when I watch a shooting is how do you shoot under duress?
Right.
The reason why is because I know you're going to get open shots with Anthony Davis and LeBron on the floor.
Yeah.
Last night, he did that with them on the bench.
Yeah.
LeBron didn't play. Anthony Davis was on the bench at that particular moment. Like, dropped 20 straight, put on the show. Lakers haven't had a shooter. I'm talking about a bona fide sniper. Austin Reeves can shoot some J's and, Hachimura and all. They can shoot. I'm talking about a sniper. I'm talking about a dude whose purpose is like a field goal kicker. Damn it, you got a job.
Yeah.
His job is to shoot. That's Westside Connect.
Hello.
They got that, brother. I like them.
Hello.
Lakers.
Go ahead, Cam. Put your hand up.
What's up?
It's on you.
Can he do it when the lights are on?
Yeah, that's preseason.
I'm going to say this.
He's an SEC. That's blasphemy coming from you. He's an SEC player.
The SEC is
Who he played against last night?
And SEC basketball is two different SECs.
Was he playing the ones last night? Was he playing against the ones last night?
No. All I'm saying is this. When that guy comes back and he gets to throwing that power up in the air, and the unibrow, and then all the stars are sitting in front row.
We right there.
It's not, but Stephen A., when you're talking about identifying a shooter,
shoot.
That's cool. And I just want to understand this. It's a different LA team when LeBron James is playing.
That's right.
It's a star power. It's not even.
The good news is Westside Connect dropped 25 in the fourth quarter.
He just got to hit when we need him. Yes, that's when it matters. Like you said, under bright lights.
Before we move on from this subject, I want to say this to you because I want you to watch it. I want you to have your heart ready. Okay. LeBron is going to be key with him for this reason. LeBron going to get the man open shot because LeBron attracts that kind of attention and he's a marvelous passer. The timing is up. LeBron holds the ball, runs in offense. What's he going to be allowed to do in JJ's system? Number one, what he's going to want to do rather, because he's going to do what he wants to do. But the other part is when you're doing it, some shooters are in rhythm, some shooters are not. You got to be mindful of that. If anybody knows it's going to be LeBron,
right?
But you got to make sure you feeding him when he wants to be fed.
Yeah.
That's going to be the key.
That's the IQ of LeBron, though. He got like that high IQ to where he'll understand that he'll know when to feed and when not to.
Right.
Well,
your job is just to be ready. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
Yeah, NBA season right around the corner. It all tips off next week. Stephen A. is going to be on hand.
Westside Connect, Snoop's new nickname for Dalton Knecht. 35 points, 10 of 18. 8 for 13 from 3 and 7 rebounds. That was in the win over the Suns. And he did such a good job that he got to sit out. He got a rest night. Made game tying 3 over Bol with 5.6 seconds left. By the way, had 13 in the overtime, including 3 threes. He scored 20 straight points, and he scored or assisted on the Lakers' final 22. Now, guys, we can't expect that come Tuesday night. He's not going to have the ball in his hands at all times like he did in that game. But big game, Rob Perez, he proved himself that he is one of the better players in this draft class, without a doubt. He's NBA ready, and he's going to be a part of the rotation. He earned it.
Yeah, 17th pick. Probably should have been top 10 pick. And he'll get the shots, only for LeBron and AD, but for a specialist. He's a specialist from the 3. He's proven that thus far, so we'll see.
The thing about that is you have such a great game like this on national televised. Now all these GMs and coaches like, oh, this dude can play.
Yeah.
So now the whole game plan is going to change for him. Like, don't leave him. But the thing about him, you don't have to leave him because he can create his own shot. He's really good at getting guys on his hip. He's really good at stepping back. And as we saw against Bobo, it don't matter if you guard him anyway. He can shoot over the top of you. So that's going to be the great thing that's going to really help out LeBron and AD. We always talk about AD and LeBron being able to help everybody else out. But if Knecht can be that guy that can demand some attention, because we know sometimes D-Lo can have an AR. You think about it, D-Lo, AR, Knecht, LeBron, that's a good little lineup. You know, that's no disrespect to rule anybody, but this guy shoots better probably than anybody on the team as far as three outside of D-Lo. So it's going to be very interesting when the season starts on how they play him in the rotation.
Remember that podcast we had a few days ago? You, Allie, and me?
Yeah.
We're like, well, we think Dalton Knecht's probably the 9-man roster or 9-man rotation. We're not quite certain, but it seems like it. Yeah, he's in the 9-man rotation. I mean, at this point, you know, if he keeps playing like this, he'll be the first guy off the bench. I mean, it's all due respect to Gabe Vincent and Max Christie. But, I mean, this is unbelievable. I mean, he had 8 threes yesterday. I don't care that it was mostly in the second half against, preseason competition on the other side of the court as well. I mean, this is 8 threes. If it's Pee-wees, if it's intramurals in college, or Game 7 of the NBA Finals, 8 threes is 8 threes. That gets you noticed.
8 tough threes, too.
8 tough threes.
Tough threes.
No doubt.
He's a fourth quarter player.
Yeah.
The clutch if you need
There you
it.
go.
Yeah, JJ said in the postgame show that before the game, Reggie Miller kind of was getting into him a little bit. Like, come on, you're telling me he's a top 1% shooter in the NBA? And JJ's like, yeah. And then after the game, there's that, obviously Reggie's mobbing him and hugging him.
Yeah, and you know what it does? It's like it's one player you can't leave.
Yeah.
You can't stunt. So that's going to open up the offense for other guys who are navigating, trying to get through, because you got to stay at home on this kid.
No doubt. All right, Quincy Oliveira made the most of his first start, a game-high 22 points. He's speaking with Mike in the media.
Just tried to tell me not to put him back in the game with 4 minutes to go. So I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them afterwards. I'll tell you that.
Welcoming Bobby Marks, Brian Windhorst to our show as well. Tim Legler, you've seen a lot of shooters come through the NBA. And when I was preparing for the draft, there were a lot of folks that were saying, you know what, Dalton Knecht, you really could be a steal. If Knecht can carry this success, what stands out to you the most here?
I think the fact that what he showed last night is something that I thought it would take more time to get to, which is deep distance shooting off the dribble in tight windows. That I didn't know he was going to be able to do out to 28 feet. I loved him coming out because of his maturity. And I think his age hurt him, but I thought that was a bonus because he's just seen it all. He's got great maturity, confidence in his ability. He's got great physical dimensions too. With that reach and high release, you knew he could get it off at the NBA level, but now he's showing you he can get into his shot quickly off the dribble because of his great reach and high release point. And I think he's going to be a real impact rookie for the Lakers.
You mentioned his age, Bobby. You were with me preparing for the draft, talking to front offices around the league. Why was it that he was available at 17? Was that age piece part of it?
Because he's 23 years old, Malika. And I remember talking to the coaches at the University of Tennessee where Knecht played after the draft, and I asked him, why did he fall? And they said, Bobby, it's because of his age. Teams view him as an older rookie here. But the one thing that teams kind of overlooked is that Knecht really didn't start playing basketball until he was 13, 14 years old. He wasn't part of that AAU circuit. So I consider him a young 23 just because there's not that wear and tear on his body.
I mean, we're a young 23. I can't help but laugh a little bit. I mean, come on. 23 has to be young basically anywhere else you're talking about it. But Brian, you have covered LeBron James teams for years and years and years. We're talking about a rookie here, but really this is a Lakers roster that is looking very much the same as it did last season. How much can he actually tip the scales or change the outlook of LA's year?
Well, you saw how excited LeBron was, and let me try to explain what the bar here is for LeBron rookies helping him out. Do you know how many rookies that LeBron has played with, first-round draft pick rookies who have averaged more than 5 points? 5 points, Malika, not 15, not 10, 5. 1. There you see at the bottom of the screen, Norris Cole back in his rookie year with the Heat. And by the way, Norris Cole was a 23-year-old rookie, played 4 years in college at Cleveland State, and he was a guy who was ready to come in. Now look, if you can draft a player, especially in this draft class, that was not highly regarded in the teens and make him a rotation player, it is a huge win for the Lakers. He does not have to be a guy who leads you to victories on a nightly basis. He's just got to contribute. And that's what Dalton Knecht looks like he can do. I would say the Lakers really need two-way players. They need perimeter defense more than three-point shooting. But certainly this sort of impact, especially off the bench, could really help them out.
35 points for Dalton Knecht, 8 of 13 from beyond the arc. All right, I also just realized all of us are matching. We got the blue memo today, so let's head to some blue jerseys, right? Dallas.
Hello. Still on the subject of Zach LaVine, he started the season with the Chicago Bulls, but he may not finish it with the team, as the team appears to be following a rebuilding plan. LaVine, with a 5-year contract worth $215 million, could be traded to free up cap space and renew the roster. The Los Angeles Lakers are one team mentioned as a possible destination, given their interest in strengthening the roster around LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Former NBA player Chandler Parsons suggested that the Lakers should pursue LaVine. He believes LaVine could help with his scoring ability and athleticism. The Lakers have assets like Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell, who could interest the Bulls in a trade. LaVine's health is another important factor. After knee surgery, he returned to full fitness, posting 24.8 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 4.2 assists last season, while also posting solid shooting performance. This increases his value on the trade market, as he has demonstrated that he is still a high-level athlete. With the NBA trade deadline still far away, LaVine has time to prove himself, and rumors about his future are likely to grow. With an average of 20 points per game over his career and a 38.5% three-point shooting percentage, he is an attractive piece for teams looking for offensive reinforcements, especially if the Bulls decide to embark on a full rebuild. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all the news. Cheers and see you next time.